Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, jeez. All right, I guess we're only going live on YouTube. Oh gosh, come on. Is it not working? Oh no. Oh no, we are on. Okay, sorry guys. Okay, I think because I can see it. Okay. Let's restart that. Thanks for joining, guys. It's me, Anne, and we have April on today. April is from Lilac Peaches Handmade, and we're gonna do some crafting. She has a project, I have a project. I think what we have in common. What kind of glue are you using? You're using, oh, I see, Barely Art.
Yes, I use Barely Arts and Beacon.
Perfect. I'm using Barely Art. We're using, most of our products are all from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. So I'm showcasing some of their more beautiful papers. I mean, they have so much, but I definitely have my favorites. And April is also using cardstock from 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. So hi guys. All right, people are popping in. So perfect. All right. So and I'm sorry, my dogs are going crazy right now. Hopefully you guys don't hear it as much as I do. Our projects are available in Design Space. So if you go find us, you can get that link and you can make everything. We've got a cake topper from April. April, do you already have one done?
I do.
Okay.
So I have this one done.
So cute. Oh, we're both doing shakers. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
I forgot.
And then this one has the lights.
Of course. What's a cake
I don't
topper
like
without
light,
lights?
but
I love it. I love it. Okay. Well, mine, okay, so I don't know if you guys recognize this. So this is my piñata from XOXO Craft Goals. So if you remember, Nani showed us how to make a piñata. She did a Halloween one, but of course I turned it into a Christmas ornament, and I just loved the way this turned out. So I wanted to make mini gift tags to put on presents, on Christmas presents. I'm a big gifter. Like I love the whole gift wrapping, ribbon, and all that stuff. So one of the things that I really liked about this one is I used HTV on this. You guys, do you use gold mylar, April?
I do.
Okay, so I love gold mylar in general, but what I realized was when I pressed a little bit of heat to it, it changed the texture a little bit, and I love it so much. Like it shines even more than before. So that's why I'm gonna use HTV on the mylar, and then I just love this. So we're gonna be doing that. All right, we can get started. April, whenever you have tips, I mean, just feel free to chime in and share.
Okay, and I am using some of 12 by 12 cardstocks Encore line. This is their red. I really love it. I feel like it's like a true red. When I do my cake toppers, I like to go ahead and do all of my elements together first. So I'll do every little piece and then come back and do the assembly portion. So
Oh,
I'm going to start with my Merry Christmas because it has the most amount of pieces and I like to get them out of my way.
so April, do you I know you're friends with a lot of crafters, but besides this weekend, do you meet up with crafters or is it more just like an online?
It's more of an online. I wish we lived closer. I wish it was like we could get together more often because this weekend was actually a lot of fun. We got together, we had brunch. It was nice. It was nice meeting everybody and, talking about everything that we all have in common and like putting a face to like and being able to like hug them and laugh with them. And it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So some of you guys don't know, but Amanda from Lace Designs was in Southern California, and she organized like a mini meetup. So I know for myself, like it wasn't until I don't know, maybe like a year ago, maybe 18 months ago, I started to meet up more with people in person. And it's just so different. Like I feel like, I mean, obviously, right? It's a
It's
different
good.
connection.
Yeah, it's good to make that in-person connection. Do you travel a lot to meet crafters?
Um, well, I was gonna say no, but kind of only. I mean, I these days I travel more because there's a show and I'm working for Artistry, for instance, or Craft Express at Creativation. And so when I go, there's usually somebody that I'm meeting up with. Um, but I just realized like, and then we did the Dallas thing earlier this year. And so I got to meet a lot of people that were on the Barely Art design team that I've known for a long time but have never met. And it's just so fun. So I'm really making an effort to, when I can, to make those connections. Like I forget um, that this is crafting, but it's still work. And if this was my normal work, I would be making these connections, right?
Right.
Like you would be meeting up for coffee with somebody, or, like working on a project, you would go into their office like at least once or twice just to meet them and have that better connection. And so it's just like I forget because this is fun and it's crafting, and you don't realize that like you still need to make those connections and you know build on your network and stuff. So that's
Definitely.
my take on it.
No, it's definitely true. It's nice to have that in person versus just, online or just on the phone where you're like, "Oh, okay, hey, like, it's a real person there."
Yeah, I know the comments, everyone's saying like I need crafty friends. I mean, that's the other thing, I don't have crafty friends. Like my real live in-person friends do not craft. Like they don't own a single machine, nothing. And they think what I do is like really time consuming and they would never do it. So I don't have, like I have to, I have to go find my online friends and then go try to meet with them.
Yes, I don't have a lot of friends who I know in person also that craft too much either. So,
All right, so I ended up weeding all of my HTV. And if you can see, I've got Charlotte's name here. It's small, right? And I wouldn't want all these pieces in cardstock. So I'm totally that person. Where I'm gonna get my layers is it's gonna be the behind pieces. Like I'm gonna have 2 layers of the white glitter cardstock behind it to build my layers and not count that first top layer. And I see that Claudia is on from Miss Olivia Rose. Claudia likes to use more vinyl. And we have, I always bring this up because if you have vinyl and you don't want to purchase HTV, I totally get it. I having both in my craft room, I prefer the HTV because I like the texture for one, and I feel like it peels off less. Like if it catches, sometimes the vinyl is an adhesive vinyl, so it could still peel off. But the other piece that I don't like is when you transfer it. When you're doing the adhesive vinyl, this can possibly tear the paper that you're putting it on. Whereas with HTV, once it gets enough heat, this will just peel off with it kind of just pops off and there's no peeling. So that's why I like those two.
I hate vinyl.
Even heat transfer vinyl?
No, I like heat transfer vinyl.
Oh,
I
okay,
hate
okay.
regular vinyl. Regular vinyl for me is like my arch nemesis.
You
I have
have
a
a lot of
bad
nemesis.
I do. For me it's just I don't have when I go to apply it, I usually end up like wrinkling it or it not being centered correctly. So when I move it, it usually ends up ripping my paper or, ruining whatever it was that I'm working on. So I'm like, you know what? Let me stick to what I'm good at.
So, okay, if you guys saw, I literally pressed for like a second and a half. That's the other nice thing about doing HTV onto paper is that because you're not going to throw it in the washing machine, you don't need to make sure that it has a lot of pressure and a lot of time. But let me show you, like, I don't know if you guys can see, but I feel like with heat, that Mylar gets so sparkly. Like, I love the way this looks. It almost feels like a tin can. I don't know. It looks like that. So it just,
It looks
I
really
really,
pretty.
and it's small. And it's like, so I just love it. It's like, you saw how quickly I weeded it, put it on, like glue's not all over my hands. It's not a lot of pieces. And it was just a couple seconds. I just love this method. Kristen is saying this is why these crafty sessions are fun. You get to hang out with your online crafting friends.
It definitely is. I love it. If you guys had a chance to cut any of the cake topper, I try to go ahead and I usually will weld. Like if you go on Cricut Design Space, this one, for example, is one image, but it usually has two parts. And what I go ahead and do is I create a copy and I weld it so that way I know exactly where that bow is going to be. And it's just a quick, for ease. And I do that with most of my stuff.
I'm going to show you the backside of that Mylar. With the heat, it really changes the way the Mylar is. I mean, I know this is the backside, so it's silver, but it almost has that like, I don't know, that balloon, like that Mylar balloon. Like you can see the texture totally changes. And I can't tell you enough how much I love it. I know, and I'm so bummed that I know you guys went to Newport Beach, right?
Yes.
I'm so bummed that I wasn't here, but I was in Vermont having my own crafting weekend.
It
So
looked like you had a lot of fun though.
it was so good. So do you guys, well, April, I know for everyone online as well, but do you guys follow Shara Crane? I mean, she is so brilliant. I could not believe. So it's hard to categorize her because she's more of a scrapbooker, but she doesn't scrapbook. Like she uses that kind of style and that look and feel, but she doesn't scrapbook. So that's the only thing. And I'll bring over in a second the stuff that I made this weekend. It was so crazy. First of all, we didn't use the Cricut at all.
Oh wow.
So I crafted this whole weekend, made a banner, and didn't use a Cricut. And we didn't use a die cutting machine either. It was all hand cutting. I could not believe what I was doing.
That's awesome. Honestly, that's one of those skills that it's hard to.
Let me show you. It is so crazy. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna blow up my screen because you need to see the craziness that I did this weekend. So hold on, let me change the configuration. Oops. And see if I can do, what are my choices? Oh, here goes. I'm gonna switch this over. Okay, so I think you can see better. Okay. Look at the freaking detail of this treat bag, okay?
Oh my
and
gosh.
None of this was Cricut made. Like we fussy cutted, or like, I don't even know how to use that term. But
that is so cute.
We've got this, we've got two little pockets. So it's like, it's just like a regular bag, right? But we folded it, and then look at all the little details. Like it's so crazy. And none of this was cut on my Cricut. Okay, hold on. I've got more.
I love that.
This is like, I don't know. I guess you kind of just put it in your room. Like it's just like, it is pretty. It's just like I don't know. like for Halloween, right? So on here is like a little confetti like bottle. We made the ribbon, and then like each of these tags were all hand cut. Like, can you believe I did that?
Those are really beautiful. I really love those. Those are
um,
very different. They
no,
have like their own, they definitely have their own style and it looks great.
no, and like look at this. Well, okay, so I know we do banners. Um, I love this. So this, like the banner holder, the ribbon holder, is a piece in itself. Like I never thought to do that, right? Like we always just cut holes and we string everything through, or we string it through the back. Um, Her style, we actually picked out paper that we wanted for to hold, to string the ribbon through. And then it's got all these layers just like we're used to, but all of this was hand cut. Like we use stickers, we've used paper. I mean, I just could not. And then, okay, this is the other thing that I thought was so cute. Why don't we do this in our party decor stuff? So we've got our main banner, but she's got like a mini banner in between just to give it more, I don't know, like whatever it is, right? But it's so stinking cute. Why don't we do this?
I don't know.
So
That's very cute.
right? So and then, we strung two ribbons through, and then it's got, so the details that I took away is like the things that hold the banner, a mini one, a mini pennant, right? Um, and it's just like, I mean, it's just a different look and feel, but
Love the
that's
different
what
style
I
of it.
learned.
It's
What's
very,
that?
very cute. I said it's a different style and it's very, very cute. You're gonna have to send me her page so I can go check her out.
Yeah, it's Shara Crane, and she's amazing. All right, let me see if I can get us back to the screen that we were at. Oh man. I like totally messed this up, and let me see if it will. Oh no, where is my four? Where's my even four? All right, sorry
Oh,
guys. Give me a second. Let me see if I can make this work. I want it. Oh no. Ah, shoot. Will this work?
I think there we are.
Oh no, but it's still small, right? It's not
Yeah.
like the full four that we had. All right, let me see. How did I do that before? All right, note to self, don't do that next time. Shoot. Let's see. Shoot. Oh, there. Okay. Yay.
We're back.
We're back. All right. What did I do with my little Charlotte? Okay.
No,
So,
I'm using foam right now to layer my pieces. I love this green glitter. It's so cute.
what is it? Where is it from? What is
It's
it?
from 12 by 12 cardstock. I want to say it's I think it's a lime or it's one of them.
Okay.
It's from 12 by 12 cardstock though. I
These
just,
are my one, well, I would say my favorites, but I have so many favorites. This is the sequin glitter cardstock. I am
I love
in
that.
love with this glitter paper. And then this is the acetate paper that is also from 12 by 12. And I love that it just adds a little bit more detail to the whole shaker. So these are all the colors that I'm using. This is the gold mylar. This is the sequin glitter cardstock. And I just feel like it makes such a difference. It's so gorgeous in person. All right. So I'm going to do two different styles of ornaments. I love my see-through ornament where you do two layers of acetate and you don't have a backing. And then I'll do one with a pink backing so that we can see the difference and see which one we like more.
We'll take a vote.
Yeah, we can think about. Helen says she's in Downey. That is super close.
Hey. We
I'm
need to definitely do another meetup.
We need to. Yeah. I'm I'm in two different places. I'm in Vegas and in LA.
Ooh, we're talking about a craft craft day in Vegas.
You are not going to craft in Vegas. Give me a break.
I'll take my crafts with me to Vegas.
Okay, so here's the other thing that they did in the, in Shara's craft group is prior to getting there, we all made little crafts to exchange with other people. And I thought that was so cool. Like we don't do that as paper decor people. I don't know, right?
No, I don't think
Okay.
so.
Or you guys just don't do it with me. But it was so cute. Like so we did these swaps and I don't know, I just thought it was so cute.
It is. That's something that I think we need to bring back.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. I don't know if everybody on here knows, but Josie and I are getting back together and we're gonna do another Dallas in-person workshop. So it's gonna be March 1st and 2nd. And we want to do a meetup as well. The one thing that I will say is very different. So if you guys who are on or who are watching later, if you felt, because I got a lot of messages after we came back from Dallas last time, and people were saying how much they wanted to go and they missed it, whatever. Next time they're definitely in. The only thing is this time, so last time we did 3 workshops that span 2 days. So there were 3 different workshops that you could purchase or be involved with. This time there's only going to be 1. So the seats are definitely limited. We're back at Barely Art. So we're going to be in their headquarters doing the workshop. But if you're interested, I'm not really sure when we're going to put the tickets on sale, but this is one of those things where like it is super limited. Super, super limited.
That sounds like a lot of fun. It looks like you guys had a blast last time you guys did that.
It was so. Are you gonna come?
I want to.
Okay. Don't come
That's
for the workshop because you already know what we're, like you already know how our style and our techniques and whatever. Although I still think it is fun to craft. I had a lot of fun crafting this weekend, but you should come for the whole, like meeting up and all of that.
I would like that. That would be a lot of fun. And I've never been to Dallas, so
My new home.
When do you officially move back or move over there? Sorry.
I think December. We're not sure.
Still kind of in limbo.
Yeah, I'll figure it out when I figure it out, I guess. I don't know.
Have you tried a lot of the different cardstock from the 12 by 12 cardstocks Encore line?
Yes.
I love the way they cut. It's like
Yes.
they cut like butter, even these small pieces. Let's see if I can. They don't snag, they don't rip, they don't tear. I was definitely having that problem with some of the other like certain shades in white were giving me a problem. I think this one is snow and I love it. Like it's literally my new, I swapped it out and it's my new go-to for the white cardstock.
Oh, that's so good to know. I have been I haven't had any issues cutting. Well, I mainly use Basil, AC cardstock, and now Encore. And so between the 3 of them, I did not notice any difference. Like if it was a blind test, I feel like they all cut very similar. And so but you think it's even better
I
than the
do.
other 2? Okay.
Yeah. So I like from Basil, I like Avalanche. That
Yeah.
one pretty smooth. I use that one a lot, and then the AC Precision one also is good. Um, but Basil, I think it's Basil White, like just that one specific one called that. it was snags for me every single time, no matter how many times I've changed the settings, changed the blade, changed the mat. It just that like
Gosh.
I was ready to throw those ones away. So finding definitely an alternative that doesn't snag, doesn't, tear, isn't
Mhm.
wasting paper that was a godsend.
Oh, that's so good to know. I haven't noticed any issues. So for me, it's good that it's at least the same, but for you, if it's better, that's great news. I love the colors. So I'm a huge fan of the Encore line.
Me too. I lost a piece.
Of course we did.
Where did it go? Hold on a second, guys. Sorry. Wait. Don't know where that piece went.
Oh my gosh, that drives me insane. That always happens.
Like I had it and it was with the other pieces and it's gone. I'll worry about that part later. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and start doing oh, you know what? I did not do my reindeer, sorry. So I did that in Design Space where I welded the Santa hat and made it like a print and cut.
Uh-huh.
Just to try to keep it, like, I know it looks all funky, but it's literally so that way it would have a perfect piece to go over. So I'll glue that piece on.
Now, while April's doing that, just a reminder, I'm using glitter cardstock and I'm using Barely Arts foamies, cubies. And so because the glitter has that texture, like the grainy texture, I'm going to put my hot glue gun um, to make sure that it stays put, both top and bottom. Oh, and I have to show you. Oh my gosh. So this is, hold on, let me see if I can find her exact handle. You're gonna die when you see how beautiful this thing is. Let me see if I can. She's, oh, if I can find her. Shoot, she tagged me. I just know her by Jazz. She's Jasmine, and she made this pic. Okay, look at this beautiful little thing. Hold
Oh,
on.
I love that.
Is that pretty?
That is. I have one that's similar. Somebody got me for my birthday a couple years back. But yours
Oh,
is definitely
cute.
more festive. I love it.
It's just everything about this. Like, it's so perfect. I love it so much.
Oh, man. I love buying little craft supplies. Are you a tool hoarder or no?
Of course. I've got everything.
Usually for like Christmas and like birthdays, Mother's Day, all that. That's what I ask for. Craft supplies, craft tools. Things.
So Diana just asked, these files are just for Cricut users. Yes, because the projects are in Design Space. So I apologize, but this is what you could do. Because Design Space is free, you could download it to see what the elements are and then go and redesign it. That's always an option. Um, but yeah, I mean, I just wish that we could pay for a version to also, share it better, like across.
Something where we could export.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm willing to pay for that, but it's so nice to design in Cricut design space and then just share it. So for those of us in the Cricut community, I feel like it's so easy to do that. Um, and I'm just I'm a faster design. I'm most quick actually in design space. Like I could whip something up. And so it's easy for me to come up with projects and share them with you guys in design space. So I know it sucks. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry that it's just for Cricut.
Sorry.
I know. I like your little sorry.
We're just discussing the when it comes to SVGs and the exporting of them, like how sometimes it gets a little crazy.
All right, so I'm done with my first ornament. I'm going to put the Charlotte on, but seriously, how pretty is this? Right? Like on a
Like
present.
that.
It's so this one is the acetate on acetate. So it's see-through, obviously. You can see my hand through it. I'm going to do another one with the pink as the background, which would look more like my pinata. Oh, I forgot to add the little gold balls. But isn't that
No,
the cutest pinata? I love this pinata. All right.
I need to make one of those pinatas.
It's so fun. We should do one of those. I don't know. Should we do a Zoom where it's sort of like not on any one of the platforms, but then like we can all do that.
I think that would be fun.
So I also love using this sequin paper because it's thicker. So I could loop a ribbon through. I've done this many times before, but I love the idea that this has the hole already. And so you can loop it through with your ribbon, tie a bow on top, and this could be on the present. And then someone can easily undo the ribbon and keep this little thing. It's so cute, right?
I can see everybody just going ahead keeping it as a keepsake.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is like, we craft all the time, right? And we make crazy projects, easy projects, all of that. But this weekend, when I got, do you follow Jen Cassell? She's one of the craft girls. And she was teaching a mini class this weekend. So I was super excited to go and take one of her classes in person because I've never done that. And she made me some things to take home. Like, she just crafted for me. And, as much as I do all this stuff, I loved getting her projects. So I could just see like someone getting one of these, they would love it. I don't know. I think it's worth the effort.
It is.
All right. So I'm going to do this one. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to pull some of Jen's projects that she made for me. You guys are going to die when you see it. So good.
And I am doing the foam part of my shaker. I like to use the extra tall foam strip, and I do it directly onto my base. I use the extra tall ones from Nancy from Fanciful Chaos. She is my foam dealer. Actually, she's like all my craft supply dealer. I love to shop from her.
She's awesome. And you got to meet her this weekend, I
Oh
saw.
my,
Ooh.
who's that?
I don't know what happened to April, but it sounded like we heard her family somehow. And then April, like your sound, well, you're no longer on your second device, and that's where all the sound was coming through. All right, while April's doing that, let me show you what Jen made. So this is Jen. I think you guys know her, Jen Cassell. So she bought this little coffin, I think from the Dollar Tree, she said, Dollar Tree or Target, and then she made everything else. But look at how stinking cute. And these are all the things that she crafted for me, which I just love. They get this mini little Halloween banner. This is from Die Cuts because I have this die cut and I've never made anything this cute before. And then look at this little tag that she made. I'm telling you, it's so, the thing about die cutting is that everything is so cute and small. It's like the cutest size and it makes for like the most adorable little things. So I hope you guys are enjoying. Look at this. It's so ridiculously cute, right? And then she put it all in this thing. I mean, I'm telling you, obviously, you know, I craft all the time. You guys craft all the time. I still think it's so special to get these gifts that that's why I think these little ornament tags would be. Oh, let me get her in. All right, April, you're back.
I'm back. Sorry, guys. I guess my husband got home early and disconnected me. So I am just trying to go ahead and here we go. Can you take him upstairs? Okay. Can you see me now? Or see?
Yeah.
Can you see it? Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're good. You're good.
Okay. There we go. Okay, Max. Oh my God.
You're good. You're good. Don't worry. Desanti, these files are on in Design Space on Cricut. So you would go to our profile, or since you're on YouTube already, in the description of our live, we have the links to the projects. Are you good, April? There's like no sound coming from you. Oh, she's probably yelling at her family.
Yelling at my kids. I really truly am. I asked for. Yeah, take it and get out of my face.
Okay, girl. Anyway,
I asked for 1 hour.
so sad.
1 hour. Sorry, guys. So I don't know if you guys seen. I put some washi tape. Sorry, let me undo this really quick. I put some washi tape on the back of my base. Sorry, guys. And that is to stop the filler, the confetti, tube confetti from coming out. Oh, a little too much.
Amanda says LMAO Max.
I can't. That kid is too much for me. Okay, so I have my filler in. Sometimes what I like to do when I'm adding the lights, after I glue the acetate on, I'll kind of take a look at it and make sure that the confetti is like under wherever the lights would go, so that way the confetti is not blocking the light from shining.
Oh, uh-huh.
I definitely have done that in the past where I'll overfill it and then you can't see the light blinking because it's, you know, the confetti's in its way when it's right side up. One of the things that I did want to go over was how I clean my acetate.
Okay, so you're one of those.
I clean mine because let me tell you, I get static like no other whenever I don't. And I don't use soap and water. I use eyeglass cleaner. So I get this from like the Dollar Tree, and I just like take one of the what are these? Like the microfiber.
Oh, okay.
There you go. And I'll go ahead and usually I do this like away from my paper because I don't want it to get wet. So I'll just spray it. And then I'll turn it over and I'll do the same to the back side. And there we go. Do you clean your acetate at all?
I don't.
No?
Yeah, so here is why though.
Okay.
So I kind of like it when it sticks to the acetate because I like that the shaker pieces don't all fall to fall down. Because, most
Okay.
of our projects are like this. So I kind of like, having a little bit of something all around. So I don't clean mine.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. It's totally personal preference.
So you see how on mine, if it's right side up, you can see that it's covering this circle. So when I'm getting ready to do my light, I'll remove it and I'm going to take out some of this filler so that way it doesn't completely cover it. So I like to use the same size tall foamy tape on all these other pieces. And actually, gotta lift this a little bit because I have hold on a second, guys.
I think someone's about to get yelled at. All right. Well, I'm filling up my things. I've got sprinkles in here. I've got confetti. So one of the things that I just absolutely love about meeting other people is other crafters is learning what their fortes are, right? And one of the things that I loved about Shara is she uses she's super specific about her mixes. So I have asked her for the Dallas in person for her to actually curate a sequin mix. I know it sounds ridiculous, but when you see her work, you'll understand why it is so different. But she I love my sprinkles and whatever, but I'm about to add whatever Shara tells me to add because I fell in love with her sprinkle mix.
Ooh.
I know. It sounds ridiculous, but
it really doesn't because that adds the extra pizzazz to things. So
yeah.
Okay. Let me add this one.
Okay, so I've already cleared all that. I'm going to put my acetate on top. And I know we're talking about Dallas. I love the theme. It's Get Lucky. So we're doing all of our like cute hearts and shamrocks and I don't know. It's going to be adorable. I can't wait.
I love that. Do a cute little lingerie piece. They have lingerie SVGs that come out really cute for some like bachelorette stuff.
Okay, okay. This is why I think that if April went to Vegas and did a crafting trip, there would be no crafting involved. But that's just my, my little observation, my little opinion. Take it, leave it, whatever.
We'd be partying and we'd be, we'd make some props to take some pictures with. How about that?
All right, let me put this down.
I really do love crafting though. It gives me like peace in a world of chaos. Okay.
All right, so it's time to vote. It's hard to tell. I don't know. Because I use so much pink in the first place. This one is the clear acetate on acetate. This one's obviously got the pink background. I feel like they're very similar. But I don't know. I don't know which one I like. Maybe I lean
they're
towards
both really cute. I like the clear.
Yeah, I think so too. It looks more delicate.
I love that.
I love it. Okay. A magical crafting mama says, you don't go to Vegas and craft. Exactly. I completely agree.
We do if that's the excuse we're saying for why we're gonna go.
Let me see. Anne, is that the same ornament you used for the other ornament tag you made with the penguin? No. Oh my gosh, you are so good. No, that penguin was from a year ago. I'm gonna lean towards no because when I went to go look at this ornament file, I mean it was one of the designers from that works with Cricut. I just grabbed one. I mean, I like this file and I liked her ornament, but I can't imagine that it's the same one. I don't know. The clear would be pretty hanging on a tree so the light shine through. I know. I love it. I just love it on a gift. I don't have any Christmas gifts yet to wrap, but I could just see like with a hot pink ribbon and then I don't know. I'm excited to do this year. I think they're so pretty.
Do you do them for all of your gifts or just for like for your kids or for your daughter, or do you do it for like everyone that you give a gift to?
I do it for no, I only do it for a handful of people. And actually the funny thing is we don't really give our daughter any gifts because she's the only grandchild on both sides of the family and she gets so much. So we actually, my husband and I don't buy her. I mean, we don't get me wrong, we buy her a shit ton like all year long. So I'm not like it's not
No,
like we don't spend money on her, but we don't, yeah.
No, that makes sense. My sister one time had asked me about, making tags, and I was like, yeah, sure. And then I thought about it and I was like, oh, that's a lot of tags. Do you want them just for a certain amount of people, or are you trying to make them for everybody, girl?
Yeah. And also, like if I made these, you know how sometimes I don't do it for kids unless I know they're going to appreciate it because it would seriously not hurt my feelings, but I just think about the amount of time that went into it. Like they rip it off or they throw it away. Like, no.
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, not going to happen.
I feel like I keep losing parts.
Oh, you're almost done. Your thing is so cute. I love the ho ho ho. Was that just an image?
It was. That's what I was really looking for something that I was looking for a ho 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 image and I found it. So it is in Cricut Design Space, like an access image, and then I just added like multiple offsets to it.
Yeah, I love all the options these days. I feel like we're layering more than just like a Christmas tree. Like there's cute, ready to go designs, and then we're kind of like layering on designs even, which I love. I think our crafting has evolved so much because of that.
I think so too. I was so happy when Cricut came out with their offset function. I was like, yes, finally.
Oh, totally.
So for these pieces, I usually use hot glue, only because I feel like they're on a lot of the foam. And okay, we're almost there.
Just so you know, everyone is agreeing with us in the comments that like they only make special ties for people that they know who would appreciate it. And
yeah, my kids definitely would not appreciate it. They'd be like, "You made something on there? Oh, okay." Okay, so I'm gonna place the reindeer here, and the reindeer is missing his little white ball. It's somewhere.
Because you can't find it.
No, it ran away with that other green piece. I'm literally like, where'd you go?
That's so funny. I always find it like not even later in the day. It's like 2 days later. I'm like, oh, There you are.
Right? I don't need you now. So I'm gonna go ahead and you see how when I stand it up, there's sequins falling out. So I just usually shake it and let some of it come out. Usually I'll try to save it if I know like it's a mix that I use for something else.
Yeah.
But in this case, I'm just gonna toss it. It's not too much, so it's not too bad. And then the little balloon LED lights from Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
So I make my circles. I do them 0.48 inches on Design Space. And the reason I've seen a lot of different people where they will slice them into the base of their image, and I
Yeah.
do not slice them. I attach. And I attach only because if I ever want to go back and resize the design, the holes will also go back and be resized. So then they'll be too big or too small for what I need. So
Oh, yeah. Okay, I like that.
let me see. So I always hit attach, and then when I need to, I'll move it around. Let me grab my charger really quick because I feel like my camera in front of me is at like 2%.
Okay, no worries. Can you guys tell me in the comments, would you actually make these tags or am I just making it for myself? I hope that some of you guys make these tags for others. I love it so much. It's so stinking cute. Oh, I'm so close right there. I wonder if I can close up this gap with just my hot glue. Let me see if I can.
There it is. Okay. And just in time because I was at 1%.
You're good. You're good.
Let me see if the volume went up.
Okay, everyone's telling me that they're gonna make it. I'm like, don't tell me that you're just watching me make it. Are you gonna actually like do these tags? Your sister wants you to make them for her.
My sister?
Yes.
Tell her no. Just kidding. I'll end up making them. Is that an echo?
Your phone? Yeah, I heard something.
My sound went out and I can't hear anything. Like
It's
I
better.
can hear on this one very like low, but when I
Uh-huh.
try to adjust the sound, it's a hot mess. Okay. So I added my lights. And I am going to add my stick. How many of those are you doing today?
This is my last one. I'm
Your
doing
last one.
3. I'm saving 1 to make a reel. You know how it is.
So once I have my sticks glued on, I usually go ahead and cover the back because I feel like it hides I mean, you don't have to do this part, but I like to. It hides the glue and the stick here, and it also hides all the excess glue that's out here. And I use the tall foamies for this as well.
That is some major ASMR going on your end. Okay, so who was your favorite person that you met in person this weekend?
You can't have me do that.
I totally
love
can.
all of
I can
them.
do whatever I want to do.
Oh, I loved meeting all of them. Honestly, I talk to Amanda on a daily basis. So it was really neat, especially because she came out from so far. We usually talk like all day, whether we're texting or like on the phone. So it was definitely, it was really nice, you know, to be able to make that connection.
See, that wasn't so hard.
But I love all of them. What about you? What's been your favorite, I want to say like craft girl tour? I say tour because like, you know, there's been all the different ones. So like, what was your favorite one to like work on?
You mean like, you know, I would say I mean, that Dallas in person one. I mean, there were, I think like 20 of us, like 20 creators, like not 20 workshop attendees, but like 20 creators that, you know, have been around for a while. I mean, it was a really big deal. Like it was a lot of fun. And the fact that we all wanted to be there, like it wasn't like when I go work somewhere, like Creativation, NAMTA, like I might see other people there doing the same thing that I'm doing. You know, they were hired by some other company. You know, so we're all there and it's cool to meet them. But it's not that I didn't want to meet them, but like, you know, in Dallas, I wanted to meet all these people and they were there for us, like to hang out. And, you know, so it was a big deal. It was so much fun. So I'm hoping to recreate it again. We all had such a good time.
When you guys do the workshop, the next one, Get Lucky in Dallas, is that also going to be hosted by Barely Arts?
It is. So it's going to be at their headquarters. So it's limited in size. And because we're only doing one workshop, because the last time we did 3 workshops. So, and so if you could, you know, if one sold out, maybe you didn't want to make the cake topper, but you still had the opportunity to craft with us. But this time it's just going to be the one workshop.
So when?
So, yeah.
So normally there's that green piece that is ran away somewhere. I don't know where it went, but it would go right behind this. I'm gonna find it tomorrow. It's gonna be somewhere, and then this one will be complete. But in the meantime, we'll have this one. So I can't see the comments or anything. So did anybody else cut it and make it? I'm just curious. Like, was it easy to follow along with, or easy to cut and assemble?
Okay, well, because there's a major delay between us saying something and people commenting,
Okay.
but I'll go through the comments really quickly. Let's see. One person said for my ornaments, I would make them as ornaments, too much work for tags. So forget everyone else. It's only for her enjoyment. Kristen, this is an interesting comment. She says, I still don't quite understand the whole shaker cake topper thing. I don't know because it's so pretty. And for me, everything gets turned into a shaker. I don't know if that's what, if you're in the same wavelength as me, April.
I am. I like to turn everything. I think it's just some people don't get it because when it's on the cake, it just sits there and there's no
Yeah.
movement. But when you take it off, I always see, like, if I do something for my nieces or nephews, and it usually ends up being shakers, and they always run around and are like shaking it, and they're like, "That's so cool!" So it's really fun to see, like, how much they love it and they enjoy it. And I don't know, I like taking videos of it, and sometimes I'm like, do I craft, like, to give it away and sell it, or do I craft to just have it in like my photo album?
I agree with you. Okay, so here's the other thing. I don't sell my stuff. Um, so occasionally, like a really good friend will ask me to make something, and then I'll make it for content and then give it to them. So I made her a cake topper recently, and I wonder if I still have. I have a duplicate. Let me see if I have it nearby. I don't. So, but I saw her, like a grown woman, like totally just shake it and look at it. Like she enjoyed it just as much. And then after they did the birthday candle thing, she took it out and she's like, I'm gonna hang this, this shaker, this cake topper in the room. So, like, so she was saving it. And I think for us, because we're so used to seeing it, that it doesn't carry quite the same like weight of like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty. I mean, I know we still enjoy, like, when we make something and it's really pretty, we love it. And I think we all take a moment to admire it. But for someone who never really sees this stuff, it's really different. And so I think they, like, adults and kids really love it.
I think so.
Magical Crafty Mama, she says, I didn't cut it, but it looks super easy to assemble. I would agree. Your cake topper is so stinking cute and doable. Like, it looks, like
I
quick. And
tried
we
to
did
make
it in
it
an
where
hour.
it would like be easy to follow along with, so that way somebody who isn't familiar with it would be able to be like, oh, okay, I can put that together and not have to, like, scratch their head and try to figure out where the pieces go.
Yeah, and it didn't look like there were a lot of small pieces. So that was, I mean, it's got all the details, but easy. Yeah, Dee says, I can see where the cake topper as a shaker would be fun for the kids, like April said. Oh, well, I'm so glad that you guys hung out with us. All of these materials are on 12 by 12 Cardstock Shop. It is my go-to shop. And the reason is, like, they sell basil, which I know we all get at Joann's as well. But Joann's is limited to the store that is local to you, and they don't all carry the same colors. So I feel like whenever, for basil specifically, if I need something, I go to 12 by 12. But I really shop 12 by 12 for all the specialty paper, because the sequin glitter cardstock and the stars on the acetate, like, I love this combination. This has been my go-to. That and the Mylar paper. So anyway, and what are your favorites, April, from 12 by 12? Oh no, your sound is off. And she might not be able to get her sound back. So we'll
Can you
see.
hear me?
Oh, I can hear you now. Perfect.
Okay, perfect. Sorry. I love all of their cardstock, honestly. I do shop the Joann's sale. However, it usually is like, okay, let me try out this, and this. And then when I figure out what colors I like and in what designs I'm going to use them in, I'll go on to 12 by 12 and I'll order in bulk. Like, I do like mega shipments at once. And that's just like, that's what I like to do. So I definitely like the textured cardstock. I'm working on trying to convert the majority of the paper that I use, trying to swap it out, like the basil colors, for the Encore ones, because I really like the way it cuts. Like, I'm honestly like a really big fan of the quality of it. I feel like it cuts really smooth. It still gives it that texture. and the price point is really good on it too. So if they're, also looking for an alternative, because, paper has gone up. So
Yeah, and the other thing that I really like, and I don't have it right now, so I'm so bummed. Do you have their swatch kit?
I do. Let me grab it.
So I lost my Encore swatch kit. I reordered it because it's so important to have it, in my opinion.
No,
So
it definitely is. I have the Encore one and then the one of the Basil ones. So one of the things that I was doing too is I was like, comparing them side by side and what can I
yeah,
swap out for what?
no, totally. Well, so my Encore one is missing for the actual cards, the textured cardstock. I have the glitter one. I cannot I looked
Oh,
everywhere. I could not believe that I lost it. But so I ordered a new one. And it came. I just haven't opened it yet. But yeah, it's nice to have all the colors here so you know what to order. I do recommend getting that. And then
yeah,
and it's always so hard to tell like the colors. I feel like
it
what you
really
see
is.
online, right? And then what you actually get is totally different. For the longest time, I didn't order. This is from the AC cardstock line. Um, this color, like these pinks, look so different in person. But one of my favorite things that I just found from them is I didn't have this one for a long time. This glitter swatch book is so money. Like
Like it looks
it
so sparkly.
it makes such a difference because you can really see like what, which ones you like and the colors that you need. So I highly recommend buying the swatch kits. It is a good investment if you haven't already. This is really the way to go so that you really understand your papers. All right. That's all. That's my little spiel. Let me see. There's some comments. D says, I love Coordinations cardstock with the white or colored paper when torn. Oh, I do like Coordinations too. Yeah, I agree. All right. That's all I have for you guys tonight. April, thank you so much. I'm sure we can go on again because I love the idea of we both are we love our 12 by 12 cardstock shop. So it'll be awesome to do another project with you. So just let
I
me know
would
when
love
you're free.
to. I
Yeah.
would love to. I gotta plan a different day when they're completely gonna be gone the entire time. Sorry about that, guys.
No worries. It happens. All right. Good night, guys.
All
Bye.
right, bye.
All right. Let me end it.